Good afternoon. Welcome to Music Scrap, the musical scrapper. And it's a beautiful sunny blue sky day here on the east coast of Canada. And I'm looking up photos for the word sweet, which is day 4 of NaNoWriMo. Yes, I'm 5 days behind. Yeesh. Pain and knitting have kept me away from. So I'm looking at Paint My Photo for something that will inspire from the word sweet. I looked up sweet for lyrics and nothing kind of sweet surrender kind of jumped out at me, but it didn't now there's one that has a tipped over candy dish, obviously on a mirror because it's got a very good mirror image, but that's just a little too much for me. So I'm going to go back. Oh, hold on. I want to go to reference. I don't want other people's paintings, so I want photos. All right. Sweet bell peppers. Yeah, I want something simple and straightforward. Lots of like dog and cat pictures for like sweet. Okay, I'm going to put in the word candy instead. See what I get. Or cupcake. Ha! Obviously, they're coming up with eye candy. Ha! Really? Very strange. Ooh, there's candy apples. Ooh. Now that's an idea. Okay, I'm going to put in the word cupcake because I think that's what I want to paint is a cupcake. There we go. So let's find a cupcake to paint. Oh, they don't have very many pictures of cupcakes. So let's go with this one. Hey, Kimberly! Sorry, I was distracted looking for photos. Oh, I don't know what I want. All right, if I put a T and S on the sweets, I get more results here. A few more, not many. All right. Let's actually, I might have to go to, may have to go to Pixabay. Oh, that's not what I want. I think I'm going to do a candy apple. Now, if I can just find a. All right, I'm gonna try Pixabay here. I've got it in. Pixabay actually has an app. It's another place where you can get free photos. So I'm gonna put in candy apple. Candy apple red guitar. Ooh, look at that. All right, lots of pictures here, but I just want one. Let's see. That doesn't have much glaze on it. Hold on. Let's go back. That's strange. So I'm gonna do just one of these. So let me download it. And I'm going to just a second, my cancel. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. So now it should be, it's on my, actually on my computer desktop, which I can access here in my files. Desktop. So let's find my candy apple. There it is. And I'm just going to do this one here. So I will zoom in on it. So this is my apple. Oops, sorry. This one is my apple that I'm going to do. Okay. Okay. So far I have dream. Dream is a wish your heart makes. I have home. So this was inspired Country Roads, Take Me Home. And hope. My first attempt at a gem, that's the Hope Diamond. Yeah, so I'm only on number 4. All right, let's get at it. I'm going to try and do 2 today, or at least 2. Hey, Bonnie. Hello, hello. All right, so first to the background. Oops. Which I am going to do in green and yellow so that my red apple pops. Just a moment. There we go. All right. Mix my colors. So I need red, I need yellow, I'll need burnt umber for the I also need to spray. So I'm using my M Graham watercolors today, and I'm using the Quinn Gold. Hold on. I need to fix my settings here so that my iPad doesn't keep going to sleep on me. Right. So this morning I finished listening to the audiobook Envy by Sandra Brown. Oh my goodness. If you haven't read or listened to that book, it is a must. I loved it. I really like Sandra Brown. She writes. I remember the first book I've only listened well, maybe 3 or 4 of hers. I read Chill Factor about 10 years ago maybe. And I was absolutely enthralled by the end of the first sentence. And she hooked me right away, man. Love her writing. She does some very good romantic scenes, let's just say. Whoa. Anyway, lots of fun. Sap green. And red. Can't remember the red. Just a moment. I have to look it up. So I'm using my number 13, 11. I always wanted to say 13, but it's 11. Oh no, sorry, Bonnie. Ugh. Oh, forgot. I should put in some piece of deli paper here. This is my pen. Just a second, sorry. Rude talk with my paintbrush in my mouth. This is my Pentalic watercolor journal that actually Carol TMT sent me. You can get it on Amazon. It's a wonderful paper. I really like it. Hey, Lynn! Oh, for goodness sakes. I'll have to wet a couple of times here. I obviously have just a moment. I've got some fingerprints here, so I'm going to wet my wonderful sponge here that Darren gave me. And I'm just going to erase them off. Look at that. Easy peasy. It's kind of like a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, but doesn't seem to be any cleaners or anything in it, but it's the same idea. All right, so all right. So I'm just going to do some green, sap green. Some quin gold. All right. All right. So I'm going to make it. Guess I didn't mix this earlier. My ultramarine plus burnt sienna will give me a nice gray brown for the table. I could have used just burnt sienna on its own, I guess, but anyway. Find my heat gun. All right, heat gun. Oh, I should have put some. Okay, I'm gonna try and do it without using masking fluid. It needs to be bright spots for the apple. Or for the drop the candy bubbles or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, just quiet, CB. Sometimes it's just not exciting, or people are busy doing their own art, which is fine. It's hard for me to talk anyway. No, it's not dry enough yet. A little more heat gun. Ow, 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 ow. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, I got some itchy leg here. All right. All right, I need to switch to my smaller brush. All right, so I've got some, I'm gonna do my blue first, because it's kind of it's a purple. I don't want to use purple though. I'm gonna do the red over top, which will give me the purple hue. So I'm going to do that ultramarine blue first. Okay. All right, CB. Okay, so I'm going to do my red wet onto dry. So that I can control it a little better and leave my bright spots and etc. Guess you guys are going to see how well my little sponge works because I forgot to leave a highlight up here. Oh, yay, Lynn. That's wonderful. All right, so I'm going to wet my sponge and all right. Let's do the heat gun. I think I need to add just a little bit of, I guess it's orangey enough. CB. I still don't have my heat on. I'm glad I didn't put it on yesterday because I don't need it today. Of course, I'm hardy, for want of a better word. Got a lot extra. I've got my own built-in insulation. Okay. So we need another. Okay, before I do the next layer of red, I need to add a little yellow right into the center area here. So of course I'm going to use my Quinn Gold that I used in the background. Yellow's not quite as transparent as some of the other colors, so you can use it. And it's kind of creating an orangey color there. And then I'm going to go along the edge to smooth that out so I don't end up with like a bloom there. I don't want a line. I think I'm going to have to use my gel pen to help with so it will become mixed media, which, you know, sometimes it's just about getting the look you want. Alright, so I need some darks. So while that dries a little bit, I'm going to take some red out of there. And I'm going to take a little bit of my sap green. Obviously a little more than that. That's a little too much because now I've got brown, so I've got to go in and get a little more red. There we go. So I just want a darker red. And I'm going to use my smaller brush. Thanks, Dr. Dot. Oh. Hey, Jillian. Hi, Eileen. It's about time you got here. Yes, it is. A sweet candy apple. He gone. Hi, Miss Allie. Yeah, caramel apples are better than these. Although I do like these candy apples too, but caramel apples are better, but much more boring to paint. So that is why I went with this. Okay. Oh, sugar. Ah, Eileen. Ah, only Eileen would suggest I put teeth marks and a dead mouse in my apple. I think I need a little bit more dark there and right under the apple, but we'll. I have Allie. And Jan from out west challenged me, but I don't post much on Facebook, so unfortunately I didn't follow through. I was bad. Don't do challenges and stuff on Facebook, so I apologize, Jan, but well, I think I need even a smaller brush than this to do these droplets. I think I need my 000 brush. Here it is. Thanks, CB. Thanks, Bonnie. Oh, you may have to, Jillian, if sometimes after a power outage you do have to reset the router and stuff. So I have to do the stick. And I messed up here. So once again, I'm going to take my wet sponge. Okay. So I think I'm just going to use sepia. I've used sepia before. So and now take my larger brush. It's not sepia, excuse me. It's burnt sienna. Sorry. And back to my smaller brush so that I can all right. So I'm just going to add a few details here to the Thanks, Eileen. So I'm just taking the same color that I did the table with in the first place and just going in and defining the back edge of the bench or table, whatever you want to imagine it is. And it's just a mixture of ultramarine with burnt sienna to make a lovely gray. And if you mix it more, it becomes a wonderful black as well. I usually use burnt umber when I actually want a black. It's a little easier to mix a black with burnt umber, but the burnt sienna makes lovely, lovely gray. Thanks. All right. So that works for me. Just gonna make sure it's dry. I think I might need a little of that gray under the apple here, just as a shadow. Thanks, Jillian. Yeah, you know, it's your complementary colors, right? Your red and your green. It makes the apple pop. And a little bit of the yellow in the apple also blends it, pops it, and blends it, I think, with the background. I think it looks not too bad as far as it looks like a sphere. And of course, you don't really see much of the like texture of the apple because of the candy on it, right? It's a nice thick coating of candy, so you don't really see the texture of the apple. So, all right, so this is, I'm just going to put prompt 4. All right. So, for those of you who came in later, may not have seen my Hope Diamond I did the other night. I did not do this live on camera. I did this, I was not brave enough to do it online. So, all right. So, number 5 is travel. So I kind of I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do. Let's see what I can find as far as hmm. Wow. My roots I'll never forget. I'll always remember the road I travel. My roots I'll never forget. I always remember the road I travel song. Have wheels, will travel. Hmm. Hmm. Lonesome Road. Tommy Dorsey. Yeah. Look down that lonesome road before you travel on. Look down that lonesome road. Look up, look up. Well, I know what I was going to do is as kids we always traveled in a motorhome. So I'm going to attempt. Allie, there is no NaNoWriMo this year. So I have posted prompts which I am calling Nojo Pro November Journal Prompts 2017. No, I don't think Don Sokol DeVries Sokol's doing it, so oh. All right. So, I want a photo of and probably draw it without a photo to tell the truth. Just a moment here. Um, see if I can find our motorhome quickly. I mean, I'm only gonna get close anyway, but okay, let's see here. Find a picture of our, well, there's our old trailer. I want the motorhome though. Come on. Don't I have it saved in this album? Has to be a picture of it in this album somewhere. Guess not. Maybe in Jennison Mike's folder. Hmm. Oh well. That's okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Oh gosh. Very strange that I don't have. All right, that's okay. Actually, I think I'm going to make a separate video for each one of these. So if you were watching the recording, thank you so much for recording. I'm going to make a separate one for the next